All right, and I think we are live. What's up, everyone? OG over here from Players. Welcome to PE Podcast number 17. Number 17, I am joined by the awesome, the orange, Spyro man himself, Jordan
Hey,
Fringe.
that's
How you doing today?
that's me. Hi, I'm good. How is your day going? How you feeling?
Well, we talked a little bit beforehand, but I'm not going to get into the details, but I'll just say something devastating has happened to me. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to recover.
It's gonna take a whole 24 hours, if
Oh,
that.
I feel that if I reveal what happened, you guys would think I'm a jerk. You guys would think I'm the biggest scumbag ever, and I deserved it. So I will not be revealing exactly what happened, but I will say that sometimes you win and sometimes you lose in life. And I lost this one. I lost this one before I could get any further. So anyway,
Little loss. Little loss.
a little loss, little loss. But I'm glad you're doing okay today, man. I'm glad you're doing okay today.
Thanks, man. I hope everything gets better for you. Just get some of that fish in you later. Go cook some fish. You ain't got no podcast later since we switched the dates. You can have the night to yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm going to drink wine in the bathtub all by myself.
And you know what? That sounds pretty legit. Get a little wine going, some bubble bath,
Like
get
the
a little
movies.
soft music playing, put on Netflix on a laptop in there. You're good to
Yeah,
go.
like the movies, man. Like
Oh
they
yeah,
always
dude.
find it like they have
All
the yeah. Some like the flowers or whatever. What do they have that crap that's like all lined up candles and stuff?
all the candles and little rose petals everywhere.
Man, yeah.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I might do it. I might do it, but I'll probably just end up playing Octopath in my living room, then passing out. If you want me to be honest, probably just play Octopath.
Why
Till I
did that,
pass out.
that sounds good? That sounds good, but like that, you made it seem so sad. Like I'll just probably play Octopath and pass out or something.
I did that the other day. I played Octopath till I literally passed out, then woke up hours later and was like, oh, well, I left the game on. So anyway, what's up to everyone here? Glad you guys can join us for today. We got a good podcast. We got some great stuff. Mama Mercy is feeling a little under the weather today, so she's not going to be here, but she'll be back maybe next week. So it's going to be me and Jordan tonight. We've got a lot of different stuff to go over. Spyro, Madness, Red Dead Redemption 2, Nintendo VR, Cuphead, Super Smash Brothers, 500 million limited edition PlayStation 4s. There's all sorts of crazy stuff going on in this gaming world that we see here. But before we get started, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's see if we can get it to 50 likes pretty soon here. That'd be awesome. That'd be nice. That'd be very nice. So Jordan, Spyro,
Yeah.
go.
All right. Spyro's been a mess online the last week, if that's the easiest terms to put it in, if you'd say. So there's this big controversy. Did we talk about this a little bit last week?
We did, but there's been an
Okay.
update though, right? Somewhat.
Okay, just making sure of where to kind of jump in on the conversation. So the brief thing, if you weren't here last week or haven't seen online, basically the whole thing was that online on their website, and that games 2 and 3 require internet download. And then thanks to some responses, it basically made it seem that 2 and 3 are not going to be on the disc, and only Spyro 1 is going to be on the disc, and the update is actually going to give you the other two games, requiring you to have internet. It may seem like a stupid thing to say in 2018, but you'd be surprised if people have bad internet or don't have internet. And anywhere else that's not in the United States do have really bad internet service providers, especially like Australia and a lot of other countries have been told. So it's kind of crappy on that end, and there's been some back and forth of to what this update really is. Are parts of the games on the disc, and the update is going to solve those issues? Is the update the full games? And the biggest thing was that there's some screenshots going around, even though they did turn out to be real. It was backtracked, and Activision says they're giving the same generic response. All the information can be found here. We don't have anything further to say on it. Basically, from my understanding of this, is that the games are just too big. And that sounds stupid, right? That sounds really stupid when you say that, right? It's 3 games from the past that are not bigger than a Horizon Zero Dawn when you put them together. They're not bigger than all these AAA games with amazing graphics and so much to do. But you have to take into consideration that this game has the original game running underneath of it with thousands of layers of Spyro scope to map it and make it run perfectly, which takes up a lot more space than people would ultimately guess. Everything is brand new and built. Every asset for this game has been brand new and built. This isn't borrowing stuff. This isn't just they had a library to pick from. They built every asset from the ground up for this. So it is a and the game could be upwards in total of over 80 gigs. So that's why. And today a picture came out showing on Xbox that the download of the game is 36 gigs. Don't think that's a real image. Don't think that's an actual final calculated image. And I do think that's the problem, rather than the intentions of Activision being like, oh, we're going to combat piracy, the used market, have DRM, stuff like that. I think it's just coming down to the games are too freaking big, and they underestimated when they compressed it. They were like, we didn't see this coming, and right now the main focus, I do believe, is this update that they have to provide, which my guess is that all of 1 is on the disc and parts of 2 and 3 are mostly on the disc, and this update is going to give the final textures and pieces and parts and finish it and fluff it all up to make it perfect. That's what it, and it's not going to be a pamphlet or a code you download. It's basically instructions that you are going to put the disc in, and it's just going to download an update. There is no extra. People still think like, does that mean I got to purchase 2 and 3 after I pay $40? No, you pay $40, you get all 3 games. You just have to download it. Does it suck for a lot of people? Absolutely. Is this a great idea and great business practice? No. Is this their only choice right now? Absolutely. And until we have 100% final word, that's it. You know, like that's just where we're at with it. And what do you think about that, OJ?
Well, to be honest, man, I don't really care. Like, I'm not crazy about like the whole. No, not that I don't care about Spyro. I'm gonna play Spyro. I care about that.
How dare you?
I know. I care about that. I'm saying I don't really care about this whole kerfuffle with this whole. Oh, well, you download 2 and 3 on this. I mean, because one, I have fast internet. Look, I understand for other people, but I don't got other people worrying about my bills and other stuff. So. I ain't gonna worry about their internet connection because I don't got people worrying about stuff that I gotta worry about. So I'm not gonna worry about everybody else's stuff. So if you got bad internet connection, I'm terribly sorry. So for me, it's not that big of a deal in terms of that regard. And with the Xbox One and the PS4, it takes up your hard drive space anyway. And that's the biggest thing that I've been talking about. Like, really, it's for people who have garbage internet. That's really where the biggest problem is, because it's like, okay, these games are digital, right? Whatever the case is. Okay, whatever, they're digital. You have to download them. You don't get to play them right away. You got to download them later. But it doesn't matter. It takes up your space anyway on your hard drive. It's one disc. Whatever, you download the rest. Whatever the case is, it still takes up space on your hard drive. So for me, in my particular situation, it doesn't really matter. No matter what, whether it's physical or it's digital, it's taking up your hard drive space. I just got to wait longer to play 2 and 3. I just got to wait a little bit. So for me, and for, I would say, the large majority of people most people have okay internet to where you'd be able to download them. Maybe it takes a little bit long, but it's not going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Most people have that. So it's hard for me to be really, I'm going to rage at this, like when it doesn't affect me like nearly at all. And like I said, I'm not trying to be insensitive to the people who have trash internet and all that. I get that. But there's a lot of stuff that I didn't have growing up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that I didn't get to experience due to one thing or another, hardships, struggles and all that. So I ain't going to sit here and fake rage when nobody was fake raging for me back when I was a kid and I had the struggle. So that's basically that's my thought process.
Just another thing I want to say. So like there's a whole movement going on online that was created by my friend Josh Gaming that's called #I will support Spyro, meaning I'm still going to buy it regardless of this issue, because there's a lot of people saying they're going to boycott it or not get it or anything like that. And we created this new trend, and a lot of people from Toys who does the art for like the dragons and Spyro and stuff, even was like, I love seeing all this love for the community in a time where there's so much just random like misinformation and hate out there that just stemmed from that. And then like that's our protest, is to be like, we're still going to support it. And then people are protesting our protest, saying #reprint. I will buy like the reprint Spyro the dragon when it's all on there, like reprint with all content is what they're trying to hashtag. And it's like, that it's still not, there is not going to be a final version down the line. The game's not instantly just going to get smaller 3 months down the road, and there's going to be a ultimate version where it's all on the disc. It's just not going to happen. The game's too big. That's just
Well,
the simple
how
fact.
big do you think this game is going to be? Do you know?
It's over 80 gigs.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Confirmed.
it's not confirmed, but the disc itself, the PlayStation can only read dual layer
Yeah.
and out to 50 gigs. And with the update, I believe that it's going to be 80 plus is a rumor that I've heard.
80 gigs. That's awesome, dude. That's crazy, man.
It's the biggest undertaking for a remake ever. So
Well, because there's 3 of them in there, man, and like I said, the X, I think it's like the Xbox One X, you know, the PS4 Pro. It's native. Is it native 4K?
I don't know if it even has 4K.
No, they said they have Xbox One X support. It's definitely checkerboarded.
Well, it may be forced 4K, like
Yeah,
like
checkerboard.
faux for yeah.
Checkerboard.
So
Yeah.
then, if that case, sure, but but like it's not advertising the 4K. Hey, you could put it on your Vita. Apparently, you could do
Remote
that kind
play?
of play. Yeah.
Remote
So
play.
there's that.
Remote play is trash, dude.
I mean, I've never used it, but hey, for
Good.
someone who does,
It's
there you go.
I don't use it, but I'm just saying, like, I tried to I used it during Persona 5 because Persona 5 is a trash PS4 game, just sitting there and pressing the X button over and over and over and over and over with the turn-based battles. It's more fun for me and more comfortable just to lie down and play a game like Persona 5. So I actually bought a PS Vita just to play Persona 5 in remote play, but it's like I said, it's remote play. It's garbage.
It's trash.
Well, after you I mean, it probably would have been cool like 3 years ago or whatever the case was, you know. But like after Switch, where it's like seamless, like you just plop, boom, the game's right there, portable mode. Remote, I can't go back to remote plays garbage because it's just remote plays actually literally garbage.
Oh man.
But anyway, I think that's really all I have to say on shout outs to the Twitch follow. Thank you so much, man. Who was that? Let me get that real quick. Shout outs to Good Green 2333. Thanks, man. I appreciate the follow. But yeah, man, like I guess that's Spyro, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and move on from that. There's the latest update. We'll probably have some other type of crazy thing going on next time. So yeah, there you go. Also, I want to give. Oh, go ahead.
Spyro boy.
Spyro boy.
I'm the resident Spyro boy.
I also want to give a shout out to Josh Baldwin with the $2 pledge via Patreon. Thanks, man. I appreciate that while we're offline. Also, from one of your viewers, I don't know, Aki, I think it's Aki03. He bought a Polaris and Black t-shirt. He says, keep up the good works. And he bought that when we were offline as well, just a few hours ago. So thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the t-shirt purchase.
I need to get myself one.
Yeah, man, check it out. Yeah, we got premium t-shirts, guys. Check out the link in the description below if you're interested in that. But anyway, let's go to move on to Red Dead Redemption 2. So, did you see the gameplay trailer, dude?
I did. I saw it this morning, and let's you go first. Let's see. So you go first on this one.
Yeah, I'll go first. It looks really good. It looks really good. I like the gameplay. Looks like it's like an evolution of. No, I wouldn't say evolution, but definitely, you know, right in line with Red Dead Redemption 1. Now, I played the first Red Dead Redemption game. I thought it was cool. I played it when I was in college, my senior year. It came out, and I played it. Thought it was fun. Was I like, oh my gosh, this is like the greatest game ever? No. I was mainly attracted to the story of the game. The story is really good. The controls and like the glitches and everything that was Red Dead is kind of garbage. But I mean, I used to be into Western games when I was younger. When I was like my teenage years, I was into Western games. Like I was into Gun. I was into the original. I've played all the Red Dead games. I've played even the old ones back on the PS2.
I hate when people forget. I hate when people forget the original one, and I hate that they named it Red Dead Redemption 2. So we're just gonna forget about the original game?
Yeah.
Are we just gonna forget about Red Dead Revolver? Why couldn't this be Red Dead Revenge or Red Dead something else? Like, just that irks me. I hate when companies do that.
They want to forget about it because it's not like this one, you know? Like, it's not. It doesn't have this. Yeah. I mean, Gun has some more similarities to Red Dead Redemption than the original Red Dead Redemption. At times. So I can see why. I see what you're saying though, but I can see why they said, okay, well, just screw that first game, you know. But yeah, I actually like the original Red Dead, Revolver. I thought it was good. So yeah, I've played all of them. And I think they're okay. I've even played the zombies thing, but I've never been attracted to it so much to where I'm like, oh my god, I gotta buy it day one. It's always like, okay, whenever I buy it, I'll buy it, you know. I think I waited like a couple weeks after the game came out, and I saw a sale on it, like there was just like this crazy sale like at Circuit City before they closed down. It was like $40. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just go ahead and get it, you know, or something like I don't know. I forgot where I got, it. But anyway, I was in Fresno. I was going to college. But anyway, I thought it was cool. I thought it was good. What do you think, man? What's your thoughts on the trailer?
I thought it was really impressive in terms of, you know, I know it's the 30 frames per second, but I still think it's pretty impressive to have that level quality graphics in actual gameplay, to like keep that consistency where like kind of reminds me of like what Grand Theft Auto tried to do. Like it kept it pretty consistent from gameplay to cutscene in terms of what it looks like. And we see games that can do that all the time. Look at God of War. That game doesn't have a cut. It's just like here's a cutscene and it's right back to gameplay. All looks the same graphically powered. So I like when a game like because remember games like 10 years ago, you get to that cutscene and it's like, wow, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Just trash, like compared to it. So I'm impressed by that. The stuff you can do seems great. It's a slower paced game in my opinion than like a Grand Theft Auto, and I think that's fine. I just have to get myself back into that mode because it has been a while since I played Red Dead, and usually I like a fast paced game, but I think I'll have a lot of fun with it. Rockstar usually never disappoints me, so I'm in. I liked it. Good gameplay trailer.
Yeah, man. I do want to remind people before we kind of move on to the next topic and everything, we do have our giveaway for Octopath Traveler. That will be over in 1 week. So if you haven't signed up for the Octopath Traveler giveaway, I will drop the link if you're someone new. I'll drop the link in the description.
1 week,
not
everyone.
Not in the description, the chat. Sorry about that. So if you haven't gotten in all of your entries, make sure you do so. 1 week, yes, 1 week, and that will be done. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here. Red Dead looks great. I mean, are you gonna pick it up?
Oh, absolutely. That's day one.
Oh, I'll get it at some point. I'll get it at some point.
You're like, Black Friday's around the corner.
Yeah, it is. You probably get it for a little bit cheaper.
A little bit cheaper. I think they'll drop it to 40 on Black Friday. I could see that.
Yeah, they might.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe
That's
not.
Rockstar. They'll be like, you're gonna buy it anyway. That's their whole tagline.
Pretty much. I mean, that's what they did with Grand Theft Auto.
They make it more expensive on Black Friday. They're like, all right, you want a deal on this? Nah, pay 80 today.
All right, so let's go and move on to the next topic here, man. We're gonna talk about some Nintendo Switch VR possibilities. So, you know, I'm not really good at this stuff, but apparently there was like a hacker found out more information that there was VR not only in the Nintendo Switch, but also in the Nintendo 3DS. There's functions for VR. So Nintendo's doing R&D. That's pretty much what I kind of came up to the conclusion that Nintendo's doing R&D for Red Dead, you know, or not Red Dead, for VR, not for Red Dead, for VR.
You're getting Red Dead convert. You guys heard it here first.
And we're running half a frame per second.
On the 3DS. Can you imagine?
3DS half a frame per second, Switch 10 frames per second. No, but they're doing some like it looks like they're doing some R&D for VR, you know, for VR. And are you interested in VR at all? Because I know I've talked to Rax and I've been on with some podcasts with Rax, and he like bought like a VR type of thing, you know, and and I know John has a VR. So I mean, do you have a VR, or are you interested in VR?
I have a PlayStation VR, and it's fantastic in terms of like a lot of people may see it as a gimmick until they try it out and really get immersed. It's pretty insane. I mean, there's a lot of stupid stuff in VR, but there's a lot of cool things I like about it in terms of gaming. You can really feel in like the moment in some certain games, or you can just go and mess around in like Job Simulator and just goof off and have a good laugh with yourself or with friends. But one thing I really think is a cool feature is if like you have like a 3D Blu-ray, right? But you don't have a 3D TV, it'll play the movie in 3D in VR. And let's say you have a small TV, it projects like, it almost feels like you're like a pitch dark movie theater because it looks like the screen's further out, but huge. And it feels like you're like an IMAX theater, and it can play it in 3D, and it's just so immersive. And I think it's just a cool little extra touch. I like VR personally. I can't wait to see where VR goes next. I want to see what the next improvements are for like full body capture. Like after seeing the movie Ready Player One, I want to be in it. I want to be like in everything, you know. But it's getting there. I dig it. Not for everyone, but I mean, I like VR. How
Cool.
about you? What do you think about VR?
I'm worried about the long term complications from my eyes. That's the one thing I hear everybody say. Oh, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong. It'll be okay. But we have no definitive tests over what VR could do to your eyes over a long sustained period of time. VR is generally this type of VR is generally new with HD in your face for any given period of time. I'm a little worried about what that does to your eyes. So until I can get a comprehensive report of everything, I
You wait a
probably will.
long time, friend.
Yeah, until I can get a comprehensive report of everything. You guys already know my eyes already started going out. I had a freaking Sharingan the other day or a month or two ago where I felt like my eye was bleeding. Something bursted in my eye. I'm not really sure, but something behind my eye just like pop. Like I don't know what it was, dude. And my eye hurt like hell. So I am not going to do anything that's going to risk my eyes because without my eyes, I'm in trouble. Like, I'm in trouble without my eyes. And that's the reason why I wear glasses all the time now. I don't really take, unless I'm in the shower or I'm sleeping, I don't really take these off. I literally wear them all the time I don't want any bright lights or blue ultraviolet light or whatever the case is in my eyes at any point because I need my eyes. I need to save them, and it's been helping. I don't really have eye twitching anymore. I barely, like, once a day, maybe, rarely now. Before my eye would twitch like 100 times a day. So I'm a little worried that if I strap something to my head and I start playing, which I've done before. I mean, I played PlayStation VR back when they were first revealing it. It was like at E3 2014 or 2015, one of those, and I remember playing VR and just being like looking like an idiot and playing, and I was like, okay, well, that's great, but I don't know if this is anything that I'm going to invest in, seriously. But I do feel that it's cool that VR is here. I feel that VR can do a lot of great things for people. Like you said, watching movies can be cool. Playing like certain games, like being immersed into the experience. Can be cool. So yeah, I'm not opposed to VR and all of that. So I'm not opposed to it. It's just like I said, I'm not going to risk my eyes for the sake because there's no research. There's no research at all on the effect of what sustained VR exposure with HD lights that close to your eyes. There's no research, and all of these companies they're going to tell you that it's safe, but I don't see anything saying here that's healthy for that to be that close to your eyes for any sustained like period of time. Like they always tell you, don't sit too close to the TV, right? When you're a kid, yeah, you ever got that before? From
Oh
your
yeah,
parent? Yeah, like don't
all
sit
the
too
time.
close to the TV. Don't stare into the microwave. Don't look directly. don't, don't look directly into. I used to stare at the microwave when I was a kid. I just like. Right there,
I find it entertaining. I was like, oh, how many? I like when I was a kid, I used to like count how many times it would actually rotate. I'd be like, all right, it's 4 minutes. Let's see how many times in 4 minutes it rotates.
exactly.
Just like face close, like 1, 2.
You got the Blues Brothers glasses on right now.
I don't know. I was just wearing whatever. You said glasses, so I just grabbed
You can
those.
put them back on. You can put them back on, dude. I don't
No,
care.
I look like if I'm on live stream just wearing, I kind of look like a douche. Like, nah, I'm trying to be cool, man.
Shout outs to the Fist of Love as well, man. Thank you so much for the
Yeah, that's the homie.
yeah. Shout outs, man. Thank you for the Twitch follow. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. But yeah, man. I don't think I don't think I need to wait and see on that. I am like, what's got me more interested, which I've talked about before on my channel, is like HoloLens. Because it's like HoloLens. Because I have a daughter, and I don't want to be like, and I know you can probably just play when she's like asleep or when she's at school, whatever. I get that, but I'm just saying, like, if I was gonna, like, my daughter's here, I don't want her running around and I'm immersed in VR. I want to be able, if I'm playing a game and my daughter's here, I can just like easily just put it down and like go say okay, or she can just like walk right in. I don't want her like running around me because my daughter's the type of girl that will like hit me or something like when I'm like having that VR headset and I'll think it's in the game. I'm like, oh, and I'm like,
Wow,
oh, I turn back.
so immersive.
It's so immersive, but it's actually just my daughter like smack me around in the head, like with something. So so that's just the one thing that I would say. So I don't know, but we'll see where it goes. HoloLens to me was what I'm a little bit more interested in because it's like a hologram thingy and it's like lightly.
Yeah, it's AR.
Yeah, it's like AR. It's like lightly tinted. It doesn't seem like it'd be as bad on the eyes at all. Actually,
the one thing I want to come true with that, like, is it be available and I can play Minecraft by just taking my hands and like moving blocks virtually. I think that'd be that'd be a cool way to play Minecraft. That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
But where is it at? Come on, Microsoft. Turn it up.
So Nintendo might be doing some VRness. We'll see what happens in the future, and we'll also see what
Strap
happens.
the Switch to your face.
We'll also see what happens with that like button, because we got 159 people watching, or 150 people watching, but only 59 likes. So let's see what happens with that like button. See if we can get that up to 100.
Yeah, we only need 41 more likes, guys. Jeez, it's like so hard or something to hit one button.
If we get to 150 likes, I don't.
What will we do? What are we doing?
You will streak with just a Spyro T-shirt on.
Well, I'm already half ready for that. So. What do I get out of the deal?
You get nothing. You get absolutely nothing but the satisfaction of being on my podcast. No, I'm joking.
People, subscribe to me. Then I'll do it. 100 likes and sub.
100,000 subscribers and
100,000 subs. We streaking.
Go streaking.
Did you see my video last night? I got a giant inflatable Spyro.
I did, and I'm wondering why you have that in your.
Activision sent it to me.
I know, but I'm just starting to wonder. Like,
it's slowly deflating, like in the other room right here. I'm just watching it all day, sounding like this. So sad.
Okay, man. If that's what you say you're doing with the.
Hey, man. You know, stuff happens. You just live your life.
So okay, so anyway. Go ahead, dude.
No, I was just saying. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, Dark Link Master with the subscription. Also, Tails Daniel Gaming hit us with the follow on Twitch. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. Welcome to the villages, Fire Nation, and also the main village here. Appreciate that. This is the best channel ever outside of Jordan's channel. That is outside of Jordan's channel.
My channel stinks. Don't sub me.
My channel's horrible. That's why. I remember one person said, "Hey, you know what, OJ? This is the reason why. Like, this is." Or I'll talk in not that voice. That's like my stupid like. OJ, this is the reason why your channel does not have 100,000 subscribers. Your channel sucks. That's what somebody said to me. I'm just like, so wait a minute. My channel's not good because I don't have 100,000 subscribers. Like that's BS. But I was just like, okay, man.
Put in the work daily on that, whether it be a news update, extra news updates. You got live streams. You have a podcast. You're full time on the Spawncast now. Like. You putting in work, dude. I'm out here trying to start off my new show. Like last week. I don't know if you saw it.
I did see it. I watch all your videos. I don't comment because I lurk, because I watch my videos when I'm at the gym or I'm editing. Those are the time I watch everybody's videos.
Well, maybe you got to be on an episode because I'm doing collabs on some of them this week. Doing a collab with Norm, the gaming historian. That's why his face is on the background for anyone who like, what is that random face back there?
Although he looks like Casper on my monitor, but it's all good.
Yeah, you know, man. You know, it's
a bit bright. You know, my guy looking like Casper with glasses on, but hey, it's all good, dude.
What's the difference in real life? No, I'm just kidding. Shout outs to Norm.
Also, shout outs to K19, your boy.
The homie.
Yeah, shout outs to K19 with the $5 donation, and he says, I don't see them doing it with this version of the Switch. I think it's going to be the new revision of the console, but maybe Virtual Boy Red Switch is coming. Okay, it's confirmed. Yeah, he's talking about the VR, and yeah, I don't see them doing VR with this version of the Switch because like the screen, it's like 720p. You would need at least what do you need at least like a 1440p screen for good VR or something like that? You need at least
something.
Yeah, you need something. I think you need a little bit more than
what's offered now.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything this time. I think they're going to wait. So was that an Italian accent? It's not really that. Where I got that accent from was from the old IGN team. Matt Casamassina, Bozon, and Craig. Mm-hmm. And they used to, that's the voice that they used to make for when people went the comment section. They would just make that voice. So I just got that from them because I used to be a big fan of their podcast and everything. And all their videos. So
Good old IGN. They've had a great week.
yeah, they've had a. You know what? We're not talking about that. That's funny. I should have talked about that for more views.
Yeah. Let's talk about the drama, dude.
No, well, it's not in the title.
Dude.
It's already over with. We can't do it now. We can't do it. We can't do it.
And it sucks because I know the guy too.
Well, we both know him. We both worked with him.
Do you know? Okay, I was just saying because I like it's weird because so many people I know are like, oh yeah, I know him too. I'm like, it's weird because we all knew him and then he just left for IGN and then oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If we hit 130 likes, I'll add the topic in. If we hit 130 likes quickly within the next 5 minutes, if we hit 130 likes, we'll add in the IGN thing. But
not 129.
130 likes and we'll add it in. Anyway, so let's see here. Avidin with the $2 donation says, "Bruh, saying you don't have X subscribers just means you made it." Exactly. I'm not really worried about that. Like I said, I don't really worry about people who say
We out
stuff
here,
like that.
we out here grinding and growing, dude.
Man, we out here grinding. But living the dream at the same time. Living the dream.
Absolutely.
At the same time. Living the dream. It's tough, but at the same time, it's cool. You know, it's cool. Arctic Witch with the Catone. Thank you so much, man. Welcome to the Fire Nation, homie. Thank you for hitting that follow button. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing here. Cuphead, 3 million in sales. We were just talking about how all of us are being completely cheap. You know what? With Cuphead, but Cuphead has hit 3 million sales with pretty much all of the sales on PC. No, I'm joking. We don't know the sales breakdown. At least I don't think we know the sales breakdown. But yeah, Cuphead has sold 3 million units. The lowest I've ever seen the game is $14. So they priced it at 20. The lowest I've seen is 14 sometimes. So they're getting their money. They're definitely getting their money. Yeah, they're getting their money.
20 ain't even bad, you know. Honestly, like when you think about it, 20 ain't bad. I'm just cheap.
Yeah, 20. We were talking about this beforehand. Yeah. We're just extremely cheap because when you see a game that's already cheap, you're like, when is it going to be cheaper? And then when you see a game on PC and it's cheap, you're like, okay, well, how can I get this almost free? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it comes down to. But thanks again, Avidin, for the $2 donation. Appreciate that. I just wanted to make sure I double check on that one. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thought process on PC. It's like whenever I see a PC game and it's like, oh, it's this price, I'm like, well, there's going to be a Steam sale. Like, and here's the reason why I say this, guys. Like, not to go off Cuphead too much, and I'll let Jordan talk in just a bit, but like, I was like seriously about to buy the whole like Naruto Storm, Ultimate Ninja Storm games, or at least all of them, and it was going to cost me like $60 or something like that, you know? And I waited, and I waited, and then like literally like a couple days later, it's like get the whole get all the games on PC for $27. Every Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of the DLC and Road to Boruto, all of it for $27. I was like, this is why people PC games just devalue. I know those games are they're older, but still, it's like I can always just wait and get it like super dirt cheap. So that's just my thought process. Shout outs to Arm with the $1.99 donation. Says next paycheck I'm buying a PE mug. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Is there a mug on there? I collect mugs. I'll get a mug and a t-shirt. I'll get the combo pack.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got a mug and we got t-shirts and a mug. We don't got any. I think you'd want a purple shirt, would you, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. I actually wear a lot of black, surprisingly. I used to never wear black shirts, and then my whole wardrobe this year, I've just been buying black shirts.
Yeah, I usually always wear white shirts because isn't this interesting? Jordan is more black than I am. No, basically, I always wear because it's where I live. Where I live, it's really hot, you know. So yeah. White t-shirts make more sense where I live.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because of how hot it is. So
right, the heat.
Yeah, the heat. But for most of my shirts that I wear for my videos, I usually wear like black or I wear like blue. I don't wear white. Like I usually wear like black or blue. But whenever I'm just like doing podcasts or if I go outside to go get groceries or something, I mean, and that's how kind of everybody is like here in the Valley. Like a lot of people wear light colors and stuff. I mean,
what's weird?
What's up?
Is that like it took all this time to just really notice that we really kind of have the same color scheme in chairs, the red and black.
Oh yeah, but you have.
I have a different. I've GT Racing, whatever. Okay. You have that DX.
I think another one of your boys just hit us with the follow, dude. Spyro.
Ooh, oh yeah, he's in my Discord. That's the homie.
Yo, shout outs, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, Spyro 20.
I promoted in my Discord. I say, hey guys, live now. Come through.
This is why I got you on, man. As soon as we hit our goal, you're gone. No, I'm joking.
As soon as you hit the big times, I'm out of here.
No, you're growing. I think you're growing quicker than me. So You're gonna be out for a while at least.
It's still a way bigger gap. It's not like you still got 17,000 on me.
No, it's all good, man. It's not
Numbers don't mean nothing.
Numbers don't mean all it's about is the content. That's all it's about. It's the content.
Oh yeah, and having fun.
So I think we're back on Cuphead. Did you want to talk about Cuphead some more, or are you all Cupheaded out? What do you think?
I mean, I'll say this. I think the game looks really cool. It's one of the coolest, like, aesthetically, like, put together games. I think I love that kind of animation, so I think that's incredibly impressive how they made it, because I watched the behind the scenes and all the stuff about that. Super great. Just never had a chance to play it. I'll pick it up at some point. Looks cool. I'm glad it sold a lot and it did well. Hey, maybe Cuphead 2.
Yeah,
eventually.
I think those developers, like, they had to, like, sell their house and stuff to get it, like,
Jesus, I hope they can go get a way bigger house now.
Yeah,
good for them, man.
I think they can now. Like, I'm pretty sure if you sell 3 million copies and you're at $20 or even say like $14, you sell 3 million of something. You sell 3 million of anything, and it's the type of style that they did. Obviously they didn't have a lot of. I mean, development cost was there, but it wasn't like they had to pay like a whole.
Even if they were making $1 million or $1 per sale for themselves to keep, they're each individually over $1 million. Whoever worked on it. How many people worked on it? Was it a whole team or was it 2 people? So then they're each over. They're all millionaires. They're both millionaires.
Royalties, probably Microsoft royalty. There's some royalties taken out. There's some other stuff, but it's all digital. Though.
Even if they made $1 out of that $20, they're millionaires. Yeah. So
and the thing about it is it's all digital too. So it's maximum revenue because pretty much everything's digital with that game. So
you can get a physical on Xbox, right?
No, if they have it just comes with a digital code inside of there. It's not an actual.
I love gaming in 2018.
Nothing
makes sense. It's like Halo 5. When I bought that collector's edition, I got a steelbook. You open the steelbook, it's a code.
Yeah, there's a code in there because you saved
that. I paid more and I got less.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is, man. Pretty much how
it
is.
Thanks, guys.
Well, that was 3 million in sales for Cuphead. Congratulations to the developers. Also, shout outs to Benji. Is that one of your boys too?
What happened?
It's Benji.
I'm not quite sure, but if it is,
either way,
to them.
Yeah, shout outs, man. Thank you for the follow. Thank us with the Katone. That fireball jutsu. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Fire Nation. Appreciate all you guys hitting me up on Twitch, man. A lot of you guys have been starting to hit me up. I think we're 1,500 followers.
Are you dual streaming?
Yeah, I'm dual streaming.
Blasphemy.
But yeah, I'm dual streaming. Let's see here. So let's go move on to the next topic here, guys. We're doing pretty good on this podcast, man. I think we'll have time for questions this time. Oh, and another thing, guys, I shaved my arms. Is that weird or no?
Dude, I've been thinking about doing that just so the tattoos look better.
Yeah.
But then I get lazy and don't.
My mom kept on bugging me. Was like, nah, your hair on your arms. It's so. Why do you have so many hair on your arms? Is it all that stuff that you're taking for your hair on your head? Does it spread to your arms? And I'm like, Mom, how does that even, like, if I put Rogaine on my head, how does that grow? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, Mom, you're a nurse.
It pours through. You pour here, it goes through.
Yeah,
whole body.
It goes right there. So I shaved my arms. I don't have any tattoos, so I just have a bunch of football mark scars. I just let you guys know, like, when you play running back, a lot of the times, if you don't take care of your nails, you're gonna end up like scratching yourself when you take the hand off. So I do have a lot of just marks of me just digging into my own body by taking handoffs in college, and if you don't wear gloves. I started wearing gloves, but I didn't start wearing gloves to my senior year. So all my years of playing football, because sometimes I wouldn't take care of my fingernails; they'd just be somewhat long. Cut myself.
Oh man,
yeah, I know. It's good to save your arms because it gets rid of it gets rid of musk. What do you mean by musk? My arms are musky.
You got that musk?
Got that musky? I don't know. I kind of like my arms shaved a little. I didn't shave all of it. I just shaved most of it. I kind of have like the Popeye arms going on, so or like the really Teen Wolf or something like that. So I guess
did you eat some spinach or something?
Yeah.
131 likes.
All right, 131 likes. Okay, we got time, so let's talk about this whole thing with this.
Should we just do it now?
Yeah, we should just do it now.
All right, let's get it out the way. Yo, so, all right, this guy named Boomstick, I'll just lay it out for y'all. Guy named Boomstick Gaming. He had like 11,000 subs. A few weeks back, dropped a video review on Dead Cells for the Nintendo Switch, right? Fast forward to a few days ago, IGN puts out their Their review on Dead Cells reviewed by a guy named Philip, who used to be a YouTuber who got hired at IGN sometime last year to head their Switch division and talk about for their podcast. And this is his first time doing a video review that he wrote and put out there. And unfortunately, it's a complete carbon copy, almost word for word, except, you know, certain adjectives are changed slightly. And basically, Boomstick caught it and said, yo, you copied my review. Luckily, people saw this because he said, I don't know what to do. RGT reported on it. It went all the way to like Philip DeFranco, like big channels all around literally reported on this. And IGN stopped the video and pulled it down out their website and YouTube and said, we're under investigation. We're going to look into this. We take this really seriously. Then they came out and said, all right, yeah, we're taking our video down. We're going to re-review it next week from someone else. We apologize to Boomstick Gaming, and we have let the writer go. So Philip got fired, and now Boomstick Gaming went up from 11,000 subs. He's now over 50,000+ subs.
53,000 subs.
I saw that Social Blade. It said 20,000 subs in one day, and I went, damn!
I need somebody to steal a review from me.
Dude,
that's what I need.
This is the best day of his life. I said, that's the best day of your life. It may have sucked at the beginning, but that is justice right there. That is justice in a nutshell. Something wrong happened to you, and dude, that's his job now. It literally went from a hobby to a job for him in one night.
I mean,
that's see. Insane.
We'll see if the people actually stick around, because we know how YouTube is, you know?
Sure.
So we'll see if they stick around. But at the same time, like I said, I never felt sorry for Boomstick one bit. I'm like, dude, this is going to be great. I knew this. I was like, dude, this is going to be great for your channel. Also, shout outs to, I think it's I can't say this name. What is it? Zerfinia Demers. Thank you for the $10 donation. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. He says, thank you for the Arctic Witch shout out. Smiley face. So thank you. I appreciate that. I think that was you right on Twitch. So shout outs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate and appreciate the $10 donation as well. Thank you. But I was thinking in the back of my head, like, this is the best thing for his channel that can ever happen. Like, when you get somebody that copied your review from IGN, one of the largest places, like, nobody should feel sorry for this dude outside of just being, I guess you can just be angry about the plagiarism, yeah, but nobody should feel sorry for him, because what's about to happen to this man's channel, this is going to be revolutionary. Because if you look at his review in terms of how he, like, I mean, his review, like, I watched the review. I watched the review, and he's very monotone. It's not like that review would have got him a ton of subscribers anyway, you know what I'm saying, his review, because he didn't have much charisma in his voice. Like, there's some issues here and there. It was a good written review, but it sounded better when Philip said it, because Philip has more.
Yeah, Philip's like, yeah, and this is pretty cool. And I honestly thought that, wow, like Philip has that, like, he tries
that voice more. So
that's why Philip's channel originally blew up, because he had really good editing on top of
voice and editing was really good. You know, voice.
But now what can he do? It doesn't matter that he has that now. He is known as a plagiarist. He stole.
Exactly.
So he cannot get another job. And I guarantee if he goes back to his YouTube channel, it's going to be a long time.
Here's the thing. We'll replace this topic with the rest of them, guys. I'll have Smash Brothers stuff and all that. Well, maybe we'll talk about that in the Q&A section. But look, here's the thing, though, guys. The thing about it is this. Like, first of all, I don't want to make it seem as I'm hating on Boomstick Gaming. I also subscribe to him as well, and I've been watching some of his other stuff. Like I said, I think he's doing okay. He's doing great as a small content creator. This is going to
be a kick in his butt to be like, all right, I got an audience now. Let me really put my
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, to sound like I said, the only thing for me is like just to sound a little bit more excited about what you're playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's the only thing that I would say to him. Outside of that, his writing's really, you could tell he's a pretty good writer. He's pretty good. He knows how to do things. I just say, can you just sound a little bit more excited about what you're playing? That's the only thing that I would say. But outside of that, like I said, this was not a bad thing for him. This was a great thing, and I knew it from the very beginning. So that's why I wasn't going to throw any pity party for Boomstick, because I'm like, dude, this guy's going to blow up, because IGN is like one of the biggest places ever. Like, I wish IGN or GameSpot stole something from me.
Please,
you know,
steal my stuff.
Please
anyone.
Do it.
someone big, anybody. Be someone controversial, so it could be a bigger topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And dude, he started a Patreon like yesterday after it all. That Patreon video has like 30,000 views on its own, dude. Yeah. People are watching.
You got to take advantage of it. You got to take advantage of your shot, because this is like a once in a lifetime shot, you know.
Jump on in, dive in that pool.
Yeah, it's like a once in a lifetime shot. So to kind of go to the other aspect of this, right, to talk about Philip. I mean, obviously, like, you know, Philip, me and Jordan, you've worked with Philip before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. And I've worked with
Yep.
Philip before as well. So we both worked with him. I would call him a friend. Would you call him a friend?
I wouldn't say a close friend. I'd say more of
Just
an acquaintance.
acquaintance. Okay.
Mhm.
I would definitely call him a more like I'd say he's like a colleague, kind of like a colleague, you know?
Yeah,
A
that's
friend
fair.
slash
Yeah.
colleague for me because I've spoken with him on a number of occasions because of the Spawncast. You know, he's been on there.
Mhm.
I've been on there with him a number of times, and we've talked and and everything. He seems like a really cool dude. Seems like a really cool dude. I know he's from California. I'm from California, so we clicked right away. We were cool. And like I said, I like the guy. I think like when you speak to him, you don't get the impression that he's a bad guy, and I still don't think he's a bad. I mean, I still don't think he's a bad person in his heart and his core. Like he's not gonna go shoot and kill somebody, or he's not gonna go rob an old lady or something like that. So I don't think he's a bad guy, but what he did was really bad.
I think I know why he did this, and it stems back to another thing. So I've listened to him speak off the cuff, right? When there's not scripted stuff, and he's okay keeping a conversation going, and when it's just like opinion based stuff, he's fine. But when it comes to like being strict and detailed, he needs to follow a script, which he needs to quote unquote write. And I think since this was his first review, like legit review for IGN, he really wanted to impress, but he wasn't having the putting it together properly. He saw a smaller channel that was on his radar. He said, this is something. It's like, like there's that meme, like, hey, let me copy your homework. Sure, just change a little bit of stuff around so we don't get caught.
Yeah.
He tried to do that mentality, and obviously it blew up in his face. But also he got called out online last night, I believe, that his FIFA review on his channel,
Yeah.
that has like 600,000 views, was completely stolen from another person.
From Nintendo
So I'm
Life, right?
thinking that maybe I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Nintendo. I think it was Nintendo Life. Nintendo Life.
But I think that he just can't write. I think it's a thing that he has a problem putting his thoughts on paper, and he uses other things as guidelines, but sticks way too close to the original source.
Yeah.
Rather than just getting an inspiration,
And
he's legitimately just word for word, except for scratching out a few words and changing them around.
and I don't think he's a classically trained journalist either.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
He jumped into this with really strong editing and a passion for liking Nintendo.
Yeah.
And he had really good content, and IGN took notice, and he got into a good gig at IGN, and he got into this way too quick. His channel grew quick. He got into a good job at IGN quick, and he was there for a while, and he worked his way up, and then now he had this opportunity, and he failed it, unfortunately.
Usually you don't see somebody rise so fast, when it comes to gaming. But Philip and what he did, because of his editing, because of his channel, and the type of, dude could put out like a couple videos a month and have hundreds of thousands of views on his channel,
Mm-hmm.
So when you see somebody like, I think you see him rise up so fast to how he rose up, and then you see him get the job at IGN, probably, over people that maybe have more experience and everything. I think it hit him real fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
because
My life's changing right now. Oh
Yeah.
crap, I gotta move. Oh crap, I gotta go to San Francisco and work at IGN's office. Oh my god, I have to work with people I've watched for years and be professional.
Exactly.
And it just becomes, if you're not used to that or have ever been around that, I couldn't even imagine what it must feel like. This is no way of me feeling like sorry for what he did or giving him any excuses.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that. No.
I can sympathize with the fact of how that could be, because I've been in those situations before of just jumping into things and being with colleagues that I've watched for years that I now consider good friends and stuff like that. It is jarring at first.
Mhm.
And if this was his one big moment to be like, this is mine now, I can do something that I've worked so hard for, and he was promoting it everywhere online when it came out, like, look, I made this, I'm so happy. He was really trying to show off something good. Unfortunately, his work was someone else's work.
Yeah.
And that's obviously not cool.
That's not cool, and nobody's trying to, and that's bad. That's horrible. We've all said that.
Absolutely. That's the worst thing you can do to another YouTuber.
Yeah.
Steal their content.
Nobody's defending that, and we're definitely not defending that. Nobody's defending that. We all think it's bad. But basically, what I think what we're both trying to say here is that people make mistakes, and this was a grave mistake by him. But I don't think that he should end because of this. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I think if it turns out more of his past stuff comes out, like if there's proof against the FIFA review, that's sketchy. if there's another review he did and someone comes out and says, wait a second, this was my review and it was another smaller channel, then that's sketchy. And if it becomes that, wait, most of the stuff he's done has been taken, then it's a problem where it's like, all right, Philip, you're done, unfortunately.
Yeah, you might be done.
But if this is one and done, even if it's 2 and done, if the FIFA thing is another issue, I'm not even going to go into that because I don't know all the facts.
Yeah.
I still think what needs to be done, since he's already left IGN, he's just been quiet online. He needs to make a video. I mean, staying silent is probably his smartest bet, honestly. Right now. Yeah. But it would be smart of him to make a personal video on his YouTube channel, apologizing, laying out his thought process and why he did it, just to get an understanding of where he came from. Mm-hmm. Even if it was fully intentional or still accidental in terms of he was trying to be similar but stayed too similar, then he just needs to explain it, apologize, mention Boomstick Gaming and say, I apologize to you directly, sir. Push people from his channel to Boomstick's channel as a good gesture. Like, please check it out. If you like that review in any way, it was his review, so please go support him. That's just what needs to be done. You got to own up to your mistakes. If he just stays quiet for the rest and never appears again, hey, good for him. He can do whatever he wants. But that's just running from the problem. And if you're a man, you own up to your problem. You own up to what you did.
Moe, I don't know if you just got in here, but we already said that this was the best thing for Boomstick Gaming. Like, I said I didn't feel sorry for Boomstick one bit when it was IGN. When it was IGN, when I found out, I'm like, this is gonna blow his channel up. Dude just shot up past so many different people. So yeah, nobody's like, we all knew it was going to be a good thing for him. Everybody that's in the YouTube, this is going to be a great thing for Boomstick Gaming. Obviously, it's going to be a great thing for Boomstick, and it's a great thing. Another unsung hero in this is Dead Cells. It's going to be great for Dead Cells too. Dead Cells sales. Yeah, it's going to be great for everyone but Philip and IGN. Those are the two big losers. Is IGN. Philip number 1, IGN number 2. But the biggest winner, I'm trying to decide whether it's between. I need to see how much further Boomstick's channel goes, but I'm pretty sure because of this thing, I'm pretty sure they're going to hundreds of thousands of people are probably going to buy Dead Cells more now than they would beforehand. They're just getting ridiculous free advertisement of Dead Cells. You know what I'm saying? Like, insanely, like crazy free advertisement from everybody, from Philip DeFranco to everybody. Everybody's talking about this. So Dead Cells might be the biggest winner out of all of this, because their game is probably going to sell way more copies than what it would have beforehand without this. So, and that's why I don't think Motion Twins said anything. They're just like, we're just going to sit back and count this money. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to sit back and count them dubs.
Count them dollars.
But I'll say this, like, to your point with Philip, in terms of like, if more stuff gets revealed, here's what Philip needs to do, and he needs to do this before more people find out about things, because we've already seen some people, some smaller YouTubers, come out and try to say, whoa, wait a minute, he copied me, so here's what.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fakes.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of those guys. There's gonna be a lot of those guys.
Oh, he's at 56,000 now. Oof.
Yeah,
Jesus.
He went up 3,000 subscribers while we were talking. So here's the thing. Philip, he needs to come out and say, okay, these are the reviews that I've copied. He needs to just come out and say, like, hey, these are the reviews. Even if it's not exactly, just say, here's the reviews that I've copied. And, this is what I've done. This is how I plagiarize. This is my thought process, like you said. This is what I need to do, or this is what I've done. Here is why I did it. If it's because you did it for scummy reasons, then let people know you did it for the scum reasons. And then tell us what you're going to do to change and what you want to do going forward with your channel. Because his whole channel, his channel was about reviews, but he also did like tech stuff. He also did other things, he did other things.
Yeah.
So he needs to just lay it out on the table. Let us know everything, thought process and all that. Because I've said this before. I was accused of plagiarism as well. Multiple times. I was accused of plagiarism. Now, the difference between me...
How dare you.
Yeah, I know, how dare you. The difference between me and between Philip is that I didn't work for IGN. I worked for myself when I was accused of plagiarism. But I had very serious accusations of plagiarism by multiple people. By Black Bond, who used to be a relevant channel, not as much anymore today, but was relevant. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying he's not really relevant much today in terms of his channel. But before he was, and that was back when he was actually more relevant and was actually getting a lot of subs and everything. Not trying to hate. And then also RXL, who was not really not really relevant right now, but was relevant back then. So at the time, they were what I'm trying to set up here is that they were way bigger than what I was. You know.
But what would they claim that you were plagiarizing? Was this still new stuff?
Well, they were claiming that I was plagiarizing on my website, playerassist.com, that I was plagiarizing other people's articles and stories, but that's not what I was doing, because the thing with plagiarism is that you have to not cite your source, and you have to you don't give the credit. You lift stuff and then you try to make it seem as if it's your own, but it's not. But any of the stuff that I would take, which would be like mainly quotations, like a developer quote, I would put that it's in quotations. Here's what the developer said, and I would put the link where I got it from. I'd say, hey, thanks to this site or whatever, and they would say, oh, well, that's copy and pasting, that's plagiarism. And that's
not plagiarism.
That's not plagiarism. Exactly.
That's called citing your sources, which your teachers taught you to do.
Exactly. That's called citing your sources, and it's very, for bloggers, which my site was, that's a very common thing. But I had a lot of pressure because at the time, those two, well, one of them was way bigger than me in terms of sub count. So I had a lot of his people coming over and putting pressure on me, calling me names and saying all this stuff. So I've been in that situation to where everyone's looking at you like, yeah, you plagiarized, so I can relate. I've been in that spot, I've been in that spot before. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that what you've got to do is you got to lay it out all on the table. And that's what I did. You guys can still watch that video on my old channel, Player Sense Gaming, like where I say, like, we have a drama queen in here, where I lay out exactly, okay, this is what I do, this is how I do it, this is what boards I'm part of, in terms of, because I used to do a lot more writing back then. This is what boards I'm part of, because I used to go to E3 and I got certified. If I'm plagiarizing, if I'm taking content, if I'm doing all this, here's my articles that to where it might be questionable. Go to these people, get me kicked off of there. I just laid it all out. And after that, it just died. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, oh, okay, we understand and all that. And people who thought one thing were like, okay, well, he laid it all out. He was truthful and honest with us. These two people are full of crap when it comes to this matter, So I think that's what Philip needs to do. Not that people are gonna say that everyone else is full of crap, but he just needs to lay it all out. You know what I'm saying? And
when's Peg coming back?
Peg?
Yeah, Player Essence Gaming.
It's not
Peg.
That channel got destroyed by trolls and by it's demonetized.
Hey, the original Jordan Fringe channel did the same thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't called Jordan Fringe back in the day.
It got destroyed.
It got eviscerated.
It got eviscerated, dude. It got eviscerated.
Obliterated.
So shout outs to K19, your boy. He says, breaking news, Nintendo Online just announced for the second half of September. The service provides access to online play and save cloud backup in compatible games and a growing library of NES titles with added online play. That's stuff that, outside of what you said at the beginning, first of all, shout out to the $5 donation, which that's awesome that you donated. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, second half of September. that's already something that I already called. I said Nintendo's going to release it near the end of September. So yeah, I already do that. They're not going to release it
out in September that needs it.
Yeah, they're not going to have it at the beginning of September. Because if they're going to have it at the beginning of September, I think they would have said something at this point. They're going to have it at the end of September. And they're probably going to talk about it more towards either early September or at the very end of August. So I already knew that. But yeah, it's like I said, I'm not hyped for this online service. I'm really not hyped for it.
Maybe they'll talk about it at Gamescom.
Yeah, I'm not hyped for it. It's just an online service. It's just.
You telling me you're not hyped to pay money to play online?
No,
dude?
I'm not hyped to play money to play online. No, I'm not.
So cheap, dude. Come on, man. Pay money for something you've had for free.
I'm not hyped to play to
Your trial session has ended, my friend.
No, I'm not hyped. It's just a service. Like people are trying to hype this thing up, and you're gonna be disappointed when it comes out. Watch. Okay. Anyway,
if I can play Super Mario Sunshine, if that becomes a thing,
you're gonna be disappointed too.
Probably. I'm always disappointed.
Well, let's go ahead. I like the cloud backups. The cloud backups are good. I'm going to be using that. So that's the thing that I like the most about is the cloud backups. But anyway, thank you, K19. I appreciate the $5 donation, though, homie. Also, shout outs to, is it Jay Suba with the 94 with the follow on Twitch. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that as well. Let's go ahead and get into some Q&A, guys. Huh?
Ooh, a little bit of Q&A.
You guys can ask some questions if you want to ask questions on the Smash Brothers Direct, since I did put that in the title that we're going to be talking about Smash Brothers Ultimate. Ask questions about that. There's also a 500 million limited edition PlayStation 4 Pro that was announced. It's another variant of the PlayStation 4 Pro where it's like
it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool,
but I like that it's translucent.
Yeah.
Wish it was a little bit more flashy for a celebration console.
It's just kind of like a translucent blue. You know,
Yeah, like
looks good.
It's nice, but I'm saying like if for that's what they do for 500 million, like I thought that, you know what they should have done
What?
is re-release the anniversary style one, but in for the PlayStation 4 Pro, and mass produced it. Because you know people want to buy that anniversary PlayStation that looks like a PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The gray. It's like gray, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, if they made that in the PS4 Pro style and then sold that, they would sell crazy. That'd be a good celebration.
Yeah.
That would be worth it to me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rebuy this. I'm still holding out for hopefully a Spyro console. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's go and get into these questions here, guys. So Forrest says, "Plus, I always wondered what those videos against you back in the day were about. Thanks for clarifying. I came around after it was over and never cared enough to look back." Yeah, exactly. Like I just laid it all out on the table, you know. But I also had people backing me up. Like I had guys that were like more relevant, you know, back then, like Shokyo and I think like Blackbuster Critic and a couple other guys kind of backed me up. So it was cool. No loss there, but I mean for a number of days and weeks or whatever the case was, like they were trying to really put that against me, but they failed.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Yeah, I know. Did we already talk about Red Dead? Yeah, we already talked about Red Dead. We both think it looks good. Player essence for Jordan. Talk about Spyro. What does that mean? Michael O'Brien says
Spyro's coming.
Spyro's coming. Tag me at Player Essence if you want to ask a question at Player Essence. Michael O'Brien says, Player Essence rumors say the campaign is called Spirit. My theory: a lot of Smash heroes die, given that they die in the trailers, and you have to go revive their spirits. Boom, mic drops. Maybe that's a good thought.
Not a bad theory.
Not a bad theory.
R.I.P. Luigi.
R.I.P. Luigi. Player Essence, do you expect more Smash? Do you expect one more Smash Direct in October? No, not October. I'd probably say like maybe November if we're gonna have another one. But yeah, that's just what I think. Skip it.
How many more characters do you think there are?
I would probably say that at least 3 to 4 more characters. 3 to 4 more.
I'm gonna say 6.
Yeah, 3 to 4 more characters, and then like a couple echo
Echoes, yeah.
A couple.
If you're getting echoes, I'm gonna say if the extra ones count as echoes, I'm gonna say 8 in total.
Okay, I don't think there's gonna be 8 more, just because we already. How many do we have?
8 more.
8 more. Okay, I can see that.
Too many. They're all there. Everyone's
here. Jordan,
except for Waluigi still.
Jordan Friends joins the battle.
Dude, honestly, put me in the game.
I'll put you in the game. Your channel will blow up, dude.
Dude, everyone will be like, "Where's this guy from? Let me find out his origins." And they find out that my channel, they just get disappointed and never plays me. Would I be a douche if I played as myself?
No.
I think it'd be weird. It's like how you always pick yourself to play. Like, yeah, because I'm the best character.
That's like NBA games or whatever. Like you can like make yourself like in the.
Do you think players? But do you think like if LeBron was playing like NBA like a 2K, do you think he plays himself?
Yes. They all
do. You think he would try to play as someone else just to lose on purpose? So
I've been around,
like, yeah, I beat you.
I've been around professional athletes before. They play. They play. Like they use themselves. Oh, we're gonna. Like I used to have there was a guy that I went to school with before, Ryan Matthews. He was a player for the Chargers. You know, and you know, he'd come home when he came. He's from my hometown. He'd come home. He used himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd pick the Chargers. He'd run the ball with himself. You know, so I mean, like, and like I said, he wasn't like a scrub or anything. He was a first round draft pick. He was a 10th pick in the 2010 draft, or was it 2011? One of those two. 2010 or 2011? 2010. He was a 10th pick in the 2010 draft by the Chargers, and he was a starting running back for the Chargers for a number of years. So yeah, he'd pick himself, use, and I knew his brother and everything. And like I've seen other guys just use themselves. Yeah, they will. That happens, man. They will. You know what they do a lot? They complain about their stats, their ratings. That's what they do. Like they complain.
They're like, no, I'm better than this.
Yeah.
I'm better than this. What is this bull crap? Why am I not on the cover, huh?
Yeah, they complain. So yeah, man. Do you think we'll get a Pokemon Direct before Let's Go? I don't know. We might. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a Pokemon Direct before Let's Go.
I'm feeling that we're just gonna keep getting trailers like we just did.
Okay. No says.
Because we just got that new trailer.
Yeah, we did get a new trailer with new information too. Mega Evolutions, Team Rocket showed off Team.
That was cool.
Yeah, looked good. SS.
It's something.
Yeah. Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge. Let's go.
He's back, boys.
Lieutenant Surge is back. So yeah, it was good.
Where the Butter Boys at?
Butter Boys, yellow Butter Boys. Uh, no, says player says, do any of you care about cancellation of Steep on the Switch? If not, any Ubisoft game you'd rather see? I've stopped caring about Ubisoft a long time ago, and I think anybody with, could easily see that Steep was not coming. Like, no matter what Ubisoft said, Steep was not coming. But I just don't care about Steep, man. I don't really care about it. What about you, Jordan? Do you care?
No. Nah, I'm okay.
Dank Meme Center. I don't know. Have you ever played Smash Brothers before? What type of question is that? He said, "Do you think every character has an Echo Fighter based on them?" What did it be like? What are you talking about, dude? Is that a joke question? I think that's a joke question. That must be a joke question. Let's see here. A Gamer says we already talked about the Spyro update. If we're in the Q&A section, that means
watch the VOD.
Yeah, watch the VOD when it comes in.
It's the first thing.
If we're answering questions, then we already talked about something that's in the title. Then we already talked about it. We've already been talking about it, except for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That's in the title, but I said you guys can ask me questions.
We kind of just talked about it.
Oh yeah, we kind of did, but it was in the Q&A part. We talked about it then. So.
Not clickbait. We talked about it.
Oh no! What's this?
What's what?
Windows update. I'm not trying to update.
I
know. Ooh. Screw those Windows updates, man. Let's see here. Smash needs playable indies representers like Shantae because she came first out only on Nintendo Game Boy Color. Let me just tell you something right now. Nothing. Smash does not need what you just said. Like that Smash does not need playable indies representers. It does not.
How do you feel that Shovel Knight? Like just loosely is like. It's a support. It's not. You can't. It's just a little support thing. Like it's not even. You can't have. They're not gonna make Shovel Knight in the game, dude. A lot of people were like, "Wait a second, that means we're not getting Shovel Knight to play as."
Smash does not need indie. I don't know why people have this like thought process that Smash needs indie characters. Like why?
It needs them all. Why? Bring them all. Bring Cuphead. Screw it.
Why does Smash need? I mean, would I want Shovel Knight? Sure, why not? But like. Does it? I hear a lot of people say it needs it. It needs it for what? What does it need it for? It doesn't need indie representatives. Like the developers behind Shovel Knight have made millions of dollars off of Nintendo, off the system. Nintendo, you know what I'm saying? So
they got 4 amiibos.
Yeah, they got amiibos. They don't need it. Would it be nice? Absolutely. Would you like it? Yes. Does it need it? Hell no.
Is this gonna be the biggest fighting game ever, like in terms of characters?
It doesn't need it. What Smash needs is better online. What it needs is better navigation. What it needs is a good netcode. Those are the things that it needs for gameplay. Does it need indie rep?
It needs Croc.
It needs Croc.
I will not stop fighting this battle.
I mean, people need to start realizing what need and not, like we need Chrono Trigger to come back. You know what I'm saying? That's a need. Is that Chrono Trigger needs to come back? No, I'm joking. I'm joking with that. But no, we don't need indie representatives. But it would be very nice if there was. If it would be very nice.
Put Naruto in the game.
Is that an indie character?
No, just put Naruto in.
Just put Naruto in there.
You see, Crunchyroll Online has been teasing like that Goku's in the game all weekend to like screw with people.
They're stupid.
They're just like, oh no, who's gonna be? I'm like, shut up, like. Stop messing with people. Obviously, it was gonna be Castlevania.
Nothing says they need Batman as a playable character. Yeah, man.
That makes a full sense.
Yeah, it does, dude. Moe
Sora
says,
would be cool. I'd take a Sora in the game.
Yeah. Moe says, player, since out of all the third-party companies that have made games on Switch, which do you think support them the most? I say Square for sure. The most support out of all the third parties? It's between like Square and NIS, Nippon Ichi Software. Like one of those two companies have done the most in terms of just sheer amount of games. NIS America and Square Enix. Those are the two leaders in terms of things, but
no, look, Michael in the chat. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Knack.
No, so they said people should tweet Atlas Japan to bring Persona to Smash. Persona in Smash.
Why would you tweet Atlas?
So you don't do that though. You don't start character begging.
Yeah.
Don't start. We're already done port begging. Don't character beg now.
But even if he was joking, but why would you tweet Atlas? Like, does Atlas make Smash Brothers? Like, hey Atlas, we need Persona characters in Smash, and Atlas is like, okay, let's go work on the game that we're not working on.
Yeah, let's call up Nintendo. They said no.
All right, no problem. Let's just go to call up our buddies over in Sakurai. What's up, Sakurai? You want to go ahead and put some like? Why would you tweet Atlas? Like Atlas does not make Smash Brothers. Like you would have to tweet Nintendo, which they get tweets all the time, begging for characters.
Nintendo put Thomas the Choo-Choo Train in Smash and needs it. You gotta put train. You put a train in there. All the memers will love it. Anything.
Let's see here. What time are we at? Oh, we're at over an hour. So we'll take a couple more questions, guys. Then we'll wrap it up. The only port we need for Switch is Lost Odyssey.
No, we need Lost in Blue from the DS. Bring it back.
Lost in Blue. Yeah.
It's classic. So it played.
Exclusive Kingdom Hearts game. You guys know how Sony. Yeah, I mean, you guys know how Square Enix is with Kingdom Hearts. I mean,
they'll put 3 on there. Just you wait. You gotta ask them. They'll put it.
2027. Square Enix is like, we want to announce something special for Switch owners. Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally coming over to Switch.
And the long-awaited Final Fantasy 7 remake finally hit the Switch.
Dude, that's what we're talking about. That'd be the launch year for it. Would be 2027 for that game. That's the launch year for that game, dude.
I mean, you're not wrong. They'll be like, after all this time, it's finally done. After our 8 attempts to remake it.
Let me read off this question here. And Rip This Joint says, since save data cloud backup compatibility varies by game for online service, do you think developers will be able to patch that ability in from news on Switch? I don't think you don't patch stuff in from the news section on the Switch. You go to that would just be something. If it was cloud, like it would add the ability. It would either be in-game download that you do. It wouldn't be from the news section. I mean, they could announce like, "Hey, we have this cloud backup save," but it wouldn't be from the news section. It would just be like from the eShop or whatever the case is, or just up like through your normal dashboard. Like when you just update the game, if you have auto updates, it would just auto update, and then it would add the ability to get it in there. So yeah, I don't think it would be I don't know if it would be something to where it'd be handled from game to game per se. Like I think most games will just be it'll be default. They'll be able to have it. I would think that's what I would think since it's just cloud, but we'll have to wait and see. I guess there has to be some more tinkering that goes on there if it's from game to game. With everything. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I would just think that they just updated and they added in there so you can have your cloud saves and there you go,
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we'll take one more because these questions are not even really like questions at this point. People are asking about Chris Pratt, and stuff like that.
Is Chris Pratt going to be in Smash Bros. Star-Lord confirmed? I need it.
Oh, man.
Marvel X Smash. Why is every game doing that now, dude? Literally, it feels like Smash Bros. Just straight copied Tekken's trailer for Walking Dead. This was like Tekken X Walking Dead, and then Nintendo's just like Smash Bros. X Castlevania. I'm like, what?
Well, they've been doing that though. They did that with
Smash
Wii U.
It's not like it's a big crossover event. Like we're finally coming together. It's like
no, it is a big crossover event.
It's not Castlevania. It's cool. It's not a major crossover. It was
what? Are you kidding me?
It was expected. Everyone was talking about Simon.
You did not expect Richter. You did not expect. No, you did not expect Richter.
No, that's what I'm saying. Who is Richter? That's the question. Who cares about Richter?
Who cares about Richter?
It's all about Simon, and all right, it's about Simon, and then that's it. All right, you got Simon in there. Richter's the echo. Richter's like, he's there if you want him. Listen, Simon, you tell me when you find someone online playing as Richter when you play.
Bro, there's gonna be
I
had to get some holy water and pour some holy water on you right now.
No,
I had to throw a cross at your face.
Just play Simon. He has the cross.
I had to power walk all the way to freaking Delaware or wherever you're located at.
Close. That's different. That's a different boy. There's 2 different boys in Delaware. That's not me.
I am offended.
See, the
Somebody
thing is,
call Black Lives Matter.
Hey,
what is this?
Honestly, I don't know anything about Smash, so I'm just riling you up. This is fun.
Okay.
And Crom, another Fire Emblem. We have 30 of them.
Sorry.
Put the whole game in there. Why don't you?
Calm down.
What's next?
Said, who cares about Richter?
What's next? Dark Samus? Oops, nope, that's in there too. Great. Can't wait to just play as Dark Samus. Wow, cool. Hey, what else is? Oh, wow, they finally put King K. Rool in. They listened to the fans.
And I was just making a joke.
No, but we all knew about it. We knew about this.
I was just making a joke, guys, with that. Just making just a little joke. Not trying to hate on all the other stuff that people are doing in activism and all that. I was just making a little joke. Anyway, so yeah, you were just trying to rile me up, so I'm calm down.
Yeah, but screw Richter. I don't even know anything about it, dude. I just knew like the Castlevania stuff was coming and King K. Rool. Like I was like, I heard about this forever ago where people really like that surprise, like making it such a big deal. Like I thought it was expected, but I'm happy for people who love it.
Look, man, Richter's no joke. Richter is freaking.
Is Richter cooler than Simon?
Richter is definitely cool. This man Simon, I've said this before. I'll say it again. This man Simon never gets off the Thigh Master. This dude goes to the gym and is on the Thigh Master all day, like all day. Like I like Simon, but he wears a man skirt, which is fine. You know, it's fine. But he wears kind of like a little man skirt, and he kind of looks like Fabio. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not. Where's Richter?
But Richter just goes like this. Farewell.
My
Farewell.
My boy Richter is like, I said Richter is like the smooth, like the cool, like the blue. His outfit's way better. Richter just seems to me like he's like more of a G.
Why does he spell his name Richter? Why is there an H there? You know how many people that confused who don't know that character when they read it are like, who's Richter? That's not a name.
Richter.
Why is there an H?
It's Richter. There's an H because he's rich, man. He's my boy is rich.
Not with those clothing. They're ripped and tattered.
No. Richter. No. What are you talking about? Simon's the one who needs a wardrobe. You know.
They both need a tune.
No. My boy Richter is smooth. Let's stop this now. My boy Richter's smooth. Let's take a look at Richter, guys.
He's smooth.
My boy Richter's smooth. Look at that outfit. Look at that. You're trying to tell me that's not a smooth outfit? Come on. Look at that blue.
It looks like he belongs. Dude, honestly, that just looks like a male Chun-Li.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm looking at that. I'm like, oh my god, talking about plagiarism. Did Castlevania
That's not a male Chun-Li, dude. That's just like, dude, Richter is smooth. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
I'm looking at him.
Look at this guy. Richter is awesome. Dude, that outfit is clean. I don't care what you say. That outfit is clean. And my boy ain't on the Thigh Master all day. Like my guy. Look, I like Simon too. But look at that little man. Like he has a little tripoded man skirt going on. Which
yeah,
they actually
looks like He-Man.
They actually changed his outfit from the original. The original one, he's literally wearing a skirt. Like
yeah,
they put shorts on him. Like they put these like spandex shorts on him, but that's not his original. That's not how that's not his original outfit. Like how he looks normally. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. But anyway, I can't believe
it's all fun and games, homies.
Castlevania is awesome. This is a great crossover. I love this. I'm sorry. I love this. This is.
Are really people just hating on Simon? It's like, no, screw Simon. Like I thought that was the big reveal, and everyone's like, no, we're talking about this guy instead.
Well, no, because here's the thing. Like people like Simon. Simon's cool. But like Richter's like the hipster type of game out of the franchise. You know, like that's like the hardcore. You know, like everybody knows the Super Castlevania 4. Like everybody knows about that. But like you want to know like the hipster game is Rondo of Blood. Because Rondo of Blood, the handling of Rondo of Blood was so stupid in terms of the original releases and what they've done for a re-release. I mean, they haven't really re-released the game at all. I mean, same thing with Super Castlevania, but Super Castlevania was the more known game on the Super Nintendo, whereas Rondo of Blood was more of the hipster game. So people definitely are going to come out there and say, oh, well, Richter's better, you know, like right off the back. But I mean, I generally like Richter more. I played Rondo of Blood before I played Super Castlevania 4. So, therefore, that's the reason why I like Richter more. I played it before, so there you go.
All fun and games, Holmes.
All fun and games. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for this one here, guys. I want to give a special thank you to my guest. He's not a guest. He's here every single week.
What are you talking about? I've been a member of this for like almost half of it now.
Yeah, you're right. So I want to say thank you to Jordan for taking the time out of his busy schedule to do the podcast, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I really do.
Dude, always, man. Sub to me. My new series, Nerdstalgic, new episode tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. Check it out.
Make sure you check it out.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, make sure you check it out. He linked his channel in the chat as well, so make sure you guys check that out. Thank you guys for the viewership. Obviously, I think the move to Thursday was much better because we were doing like around 100 on weekends, and now we're doing like up to like 180s and stuff. So I think the weekdays are good. So good stuff, guys. Thank you guys for the support of the podcast. Remember, we'll have it every single Thursday at 6 p.m. PT, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I think make sure you guys check out the videos on the channel, guys. We had a number of videos released today. My top announcements from the Smash Brothers Direct. I also had another video on I forgot what I was on, but I had some more videos on stuff. So just make sure you check out the channel. Look at all the new videos if you haven't watched them. Really good information and insight, fun stuff. And then we're gonna do a raid. We're gonna do a raid.
Who's on right now?
Who's on? You got anybody's boomstick on?
No, but Jacob's Ocarina, the homie.
You know? Okay, is that your homie?
Yeah.
Okay. So
let me. I got it. You want me to link it in here?
Yeah, go ahead and link that in there for them.
All right.
Check it out.
Shout out to Jacob's Ocarina. That's the homie. If anyone watches Alex C&D, they should know him.
Yeah.
Spammed it a bunch.
Why do you spam so much?
I don't know what I'm doing.
You did that last time.
I thought that's what you do. I gotta let people know so they really see it. Just in case. Because people commented so much, you never know. They miss it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, well, Jordan Fringe is friends with CND and all that, so that's the reason why he's the homie, because they're all friends.
We're all, see, guys.
Well, I don't know CND.
It's all 6 degrees of separation. Everyone knows everyone else.
Well, I don't know CND. I've never yet. Maybe one of these days. Shout out to NX Revolution. Oh yeah, that's true. Shout out to NX Revolution with the dollar donation. Before we go, he says, "So what you're saying is Negan in Tekken is greater than Simon in Smash?" That's not what.
Dude, heck yeah, dude.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all, dude.
Negan, the weirdest crossover event ever, an Americanized character in a Tekken, just a random TV show character from America in Tekken. What? Crazy.
Anyway, I do not endorse what he just said. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. You guys have a nice evening, and we'll see you guys back tomorrow for Player Essence Cross Nintendo. On Friday, it's gonna be like we're gonna do Player Essence Cross Nintendo, and then we're going to do Smash Brothers exhibitions. So if you want to play some Smash Brothers tonight, tomorrow night, if you want to play some Smash Brothers, we'll be doing that after Player Essence Cross Nintendo. So look forward to that as well. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. Bye bye.
Bye bye.